Afternoon, El Jefe here. No till. Getting ready to knock down the cover crop in my garden. Getting ready to plant in a week or two. Let's see what happens. Afternoon, El Jefe here. Been doing some work in the garden today. You remember we had a real good cover crop of Australian winter peas and cereal rye. So it's gotten warm enough now. The peas were blooming. I dug a couple of them up. We were getting pretty good nodules of nitrogen on the roots, so it was time to lay it down, and I'm going to show you what it looks like with the cover crop flattened. And man, what a nice weed barrier it makes. Not only it's going to hold moisture and should really allow my garden to thrive. So we'll see what happens, but I'm going to show you what it looks like after the fact. El Jefe out. All right, El Jefe here. So as you see, I did a little test plant here of potatoes. I got some more potatoes in a tilled area that wasn't covered by the rye and Australian winter peas. And as you see here, Basically, you'll see in the video that I took a short old piece of telephone pole that my father-in-law had bolts in each end, and I pulled it through with the Ranger and some chains and stuff. It was it had its instances where it was a little bit of a pain, but you can see how flat it is now. Pulled everything the same direction basically, and so what we'll end up doing is we'll come in and we'll make a row, and we'll just open up the weed matter here, the mat, as best we can. We'll plant our plants and you know, separate just enough for the plant to be unimpeded to growing and coming on up, and that'll be it. Won't have to herbicide in here. Hopefully the nitrogen in the soil and other things that this cover crop is going to provide is going to take place of any fertilization I'll need to do or anything. You know, time will tell. But I know for a matter of fact, the biomass that I put in here, as you see here along the cucumber trellis, is a lot. It's going to take a lot for grass and other weeds to come up through that, and all this is going to decay, break down, and go directly into the soil. So you kind of see where we're at. This is just a little break from the potatoes that I planted in the standing cereal rye and Australian winter peas, and I just went up and cut a few feet off of those so that some more light can get down, because the potatoes they're trying to compete with some light and everything. So I'm hoping that'll allow the potatoes to get on up. But this is what it looked like before, and it's every bit of say 4 feet when it's standing up. Yeah, it's pretty high, and then you see the peas reaching up towards the top. So things are doing good, and I don't know if I can show you, but if we come over here, probably right here along this side here, let me see if I can find some peas here. Man, there's just a mat of them. May have picked the wrong spot, but all right, we're back. I'm gonna try to make a dig right here. Now this is something that we are trying to keep from happening, as far as digging or anything in there. And if I can find some. So if you look right there, that is nitrogen being fixed in the soil by the winter peas. And then you look and see, look at all those little nodules of nitrogen. All that is going to get munched on. I mean, look at that. Look at all that free nitrogen in the soil. Look at those nodules. Oh my goodness, look at that. Look at that. That's why we do the cover crop. That's why we get away from cultivation. So we got